Okay, Year 9, welcome to the last part of your introduction videos. Why my PPT's gone crazy, just bear with me a second. Okay, now what we've got to do is we've got to be able to draw lines that are in a slightly different form. In the past, you've had ones that look like this, x equals something, and we know that that is a vertical line. We've had y equals something, and that is a horizontal line. Just writing over the duck there. And you've had ones that have y as a subject, y equals mx plus c. Now, these ones here, x plus y equals 6 and 2x plus y equals 8, do not have y as the subject. So one solution to be able to drawing these lines is to make y the subject. So if you understand that and you know how to do that, you can do it that way, but that's not the way I'm going to show you. Okay? The way I'm going to show you is this. When you do a straight line, you actually only need to know 2 points. Okay? You only need to know 2 points because it's a straight line. So once you know 2 of them, you can connect them up. So let's just take the example here, x plus y equals 6. What I'm going to do is, again, I'm going to make my little table. Remember the last ones, I always made a selection for x, and then I found out y. Well, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do it slightly differently, okay? I'm going to make a selection of x, and I'm going to choose that x is going to be equal to 0. And I'm going to then find out the corresponding y. Well, if x is equal to 0, I'm going to get 0 plus y is equal to 6. Well, that's pretty obvious then that y must be equal to 6. Okay? The other selection I'm going to make is I'm not going to choose an x this time. I'm going to choose y to be equal to 0. So I'm going to put y as 0 and find out what my x should be. So again, x plus y equals 6. I choose y to be 0 because I can do that. I can just choose. And so x must be equal to 6. Now I've got 2 points. Okay, what I'm effectively doing is I'm picking the points that cut the x line and cut the y line. Cut the x-axis, cut the y-axis. They're the intercepts. Okay, so I'm picking one point which is 0, 6. So 0, 6 will be here. And I'm picking another point, 6, 0, which is here. And I know that it's a straight line. So I'm able to just connect them up with a ruler. And there's my line. Okay, so remember with a line, you only need to know 2 points. And you can just use a ruler to connect them up. So why not pick the 2 points where x equals 0 is one of your points and where y equals 0 as your other point? Makes it really, really easy. Okay, so let's have a look at 2x plus y equals 8. 2x plus y equals 8. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose x to be 0 for one of my points and I'm going to choose y to be 0 for my other point. So if x equals 0, I'm going to get 2 times 0 plus y equals 8. So it must be hopefully obvious, 2 times 0 is nothing, so y is equal to 8. Okay? But if I let y equal 0, I'm going to get 2x plus 0 equals 8. So then 2x equals 8. Now I just have a very straightforward equation to solve. I'll divide both sides by 2. And so x is equal to 4. So I'm going to put that in my table. So there are my 2 points. 0, 8 and 4, 0. Well, 4, 0 is here. And 0, 8 is here. So here, and now I know it's a straight line. So I can just connect them up like that. Okay, connect them up. Now, have a look at this. This line intersects the y-axis at which of these points? Now, I'm just going to do this one first. It intersects the y-axis. So let's just remember, this is y, this is x. Now, anywhere I pick along the y-axis, has an x value of 0. So we intersect the y-axis when x equals 0. So 0 plus y equals 14, so it must happen when y equals 14 and x is 0. So there we go. We knew it was going to be this one because the intersection of the y-axis always happens when x is equal to 0. Okay, so what about when does it intercept the x-axis? Well, then the opposite must be true. We intercept the x-axis at any of these points here will always be when y is equal to 0. So x plus 0 equals 14. So if y is 0, x equals 14. There we go. So when we intercept the x-axis, we'll always have a y value of 0. So what about this one? Where does this line intersect the y-axis? Stop the video and have a go. Okay. Now it could be this, or this. It definitely can't be this because it doesn't have an x value of 0. So we're saying if x is 0, what's y? Well, y is going to be 3, isn't it? Okay, so the right answer is A. When x is 0, y is equal to 3. So that is going to be the point 0, 3 at which you intercept the y-axis. Okay, where does it intercept the x-axis? Well, that's going to be when y equals 0. So x plus 2 times 0 equals 6. So x equals 6. So it's going to be 6, 0. There's the right answer. What about this one? Where does this line intersect the y-axis? Let's do x equals 0. So 5 times 0 plus 2y equals 20. So 2y equals 20, so y equals 10. So we're going to intersect at 0, 10. Right, now, what I want you to do in your books is do some sketches of these graphs. Now, I've given you an example here. X plus y equals 5. I don't expect perfect plots. What I expect is a good sketch, okay? So we've done x plus y equals 5. We're trying to find out 2 points, okay, x, y, one where x is 0 and one where y is 0, and find the corresponding values, which will be, so if x is 0, y will be 5. If x is 5, y will be 0. Show those 2 points and then connect up with a line. So I would like some sketches that show the same for each of these questions. Okay, so stop your video and have a go. Okay, this is what they should look like. Okay, I hope that makes sense. If you're struggling with any of them, please don't hesitate to ask. Okay, have a go at these ones. Little sketches, please, the same as the last types of questions. Stop your video. Okay, hopefully you've done them. This is what they look like. Okay, again, if any of that doesn't make sense, please just ask. Okay, let's just skip past that. Let's have a go at these as well. Okay, so some more for you to try. So stop your video, have a go at sketching these ones. Here's the answers. Okay, if you're getting them wrong, you're not sure why, please ask. I think we've done enough practice, so that's all right. Okay, we're done.